Humphreys along with Shelton. And he's got the first down at the Trigg County 33-yard line. Jamie Parrott checking back in. The Mayfield band will be performing at halftime. Want to stay tuned for that. They really sounded good at the pep rally this afternoon. Cards first down and 10 at the Trigg County 33 with 6 minutes remaining in the first half. The ends are in tight, lining up in the wishbone. Hancock reaches under Joe Morris. He's got the snap, fakes, drops straight back, wants to throw, fires it. It is complete at the 30-yard line. They said David Morris caught it at the 40. The reception is good for just about 3 yards. Covering on the play for Trigg was Wendell Baker, who plays the defensive right halfback spot. So the Cards get 3 out of it. It looked like it might have been a little bit low, but David went back and dug it out. Second down and 7 at the Trigg County 30, and this is a mighty important drive. The Cards took over from their own 20. Redbirds have it. Hyde is split out to the left side. Hancock reaches under. Trigg County juggles its defense. The handoff to Stevie Wynn. Maybe 1, maybe 2, and that's it. Wynn tries the right side. Was tripped up by Trigg County's Rob Davis, who came over from his guard spot to knock him down. The official gave him 1 on the play. And we're going to call it third down and 4 at the Trigg County 29. Stevie Wynn checks out. Jamie Parrott back in. The clock is inside the 5-minute mark. Mayfield 13, Trigg County nothing. And the Cards have got a drive going right here. Watts and Hyde, both ends are in tight. Hancock looks over that 5-man Trigg County front. The quick pitch goes to Jamie Parrott, nothing. He's stacked up for a loss back at the 34-yard line. Humphreys, the defensive end, diagnosed the play beautifully. Parrott had no running room whatsoever. Never got back to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he lost about 4 on the play. So it's going to bring up 4th down and just about 11 or 12 yards to go.
That's going to cause the Cardinals to have to kick it away here.
I don't know. I can't imagine them kicking it from that position, but apparently they are. Yeah, Hancock standing back on the Trigg County 47-yard line. Looked like Hal, the deep man. Hancock going for Coffin. Corners has a punt block. It's going to be picked up and recovered by Trigg County at the Mayfield 40-yard line. Hancock took a lot of time, and the Trigg County rush came in. They blocked it, and the Cats right now turn this thing around, Ron.
They do. You know, had the reception there, or on the kick, the one who picked the punt up, had he been able to take a little more time, he could have easily picked that ball up and taken it all the way. He had no pressure at all, but obviously he didn't know that. And his obvious reaction was to get the football and get down on it. But had he looked around just for a second, he would have been able to pick that up and almost walk to the end zone. And now that gives the Wildcats a big break here, with still plenty of time to go in the first half to get on the scoreboard.
All right, Trav Tuke brings his ball club up. In the I formation, the quick pitch goes to Baker, trying to cut the corner. Baker 35, down to the 30. Good running room. A first down as Al Baker took the quick pitch and swung around his right side. Kip Powell finally knocked him out of bounds. But Trigg County now, the momentum has changed, and Trigg County's got it first down and 10 at the Mayfield 30, and a nice run by Al Baker. The Cardinals have driven the ball down to the Trigg County 28-yard line. They were forced to give it up. And now Trigg County, if they put something on the board here, Ron.
Well, they're in this game.
Hey, it's a wide-open game with 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the half. They've got it first and 10 at the Mayfield 30. Trigg took the quarterback. Bush, nothing there. Bush trying it straight up through the middle. He may have gotten a yard and no more. Going to make the stop was Jackie Dowdy, along with Danny McReynolds. Dowdy and McReynolds converge to make the stop. They give him 1. It'll bring up second down and 9 at the Trigg County, at the Mayfield 29-yard line. 2 minutes, 40 seconds remain in the first half. Mayfield 13, Trigg County nothing. John Fuller is split out to the left side. The other end, Howell, stays in tight. Bush goes to a slot to the left side. Now they line up in the I formation with Baker, the deep back. The quick pitch to Baker. Baker short side of the field, got a couple and no more. In fact, he got 1. And that's it. Gino Bransford, Robert Watts, and Jackie Dowdy. So the Cardinal defense tries to shut down this Trigg County drive. 2 minutes and 21 41 seconds remaining in the half. Third down, 8 yards to go at the Mayfield 28. Bridges back in, Bush out in the backfield for Trigg County.
How would you like to have a freshman like this on your ball club, Larry, this Baker?
Gee whiz, I can remember Sonny Collins when he was a freshman at Madisonville. He was a little bit bigger than Baker, but not a heck of a lot. This kid is a prospect. Third down and 8. Tuke dropping straight back. He's looking downfield. He's firing a wobbly pass over the head of John Fuller down at the 15-yard line. The pass goes incomplete, and it brings up fourth down and 8 yards to go. How many times this year the Cards been faced with a fourth down and then give up the football? Stops the clock with 2:15 left in the half. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow afternoon it's homecoming in Murray State. If you're unable to make it, you can hear all the action here on Radio 14 as Murray State tries to snap a 4-game losing streak at the expense of Middle Tennessee. Trigg County's going for it. Fuller is split out to the right side. Scott Howe is split to the left, lining up in the I formation. Fourth down and 8 at the Mayfield 28. Tuke looking on the draw to Bush. He stacked up for a loss back at the 31-yard line. Smelling it out was Danny McReynolds. Beautiful defensive move by Michael Moss and Danny McReynolds. They smelled that one out, Ron, and did a super job.
They did a great job in getting that. You know, the quarterback did a good job hiding the ball for a moment, but it didn't fool the Cardinal tackle, Danny McReynolds, as he came across and zonked him down, and the Birds have it back. But with just about a minute and 45 seconds to go here, trying to get something on the board in the second quarter.
Kip Powell comes in at fullback. Owens and Parrott are the halfbacks, and Hancock is your quarterback. Both ends are in tight. First down and 10 yards to go for Mayfield from their own 30. Hand off to Powell, 35, 36, 37-yard line. Kip Powell is finally tripped up by David Palfridge as a quarterback. The official gives him 7 on the play. It'll bring up second down and 3 as the Cardinals may be content to go to the locker room with a 13-0 lead at the half. As you'll remember, the Redbirds received the opening kickoff. Cards have it, second down and 3 from their own 37-yard line. Cards line up in the wishbone. Powell directly behind the quarterback, Mike Hancock. Hancock awaits the snap. He's got it. He's going to cut it back upfield. First down at the 40, 43, and that's it. Hancock is stacked up in there by number 58 for Trigg County. That was Brad Baker, their fine nose man, but it's a first down, and the Cards have it there. A timeout is charged with, let's see. No, they're just waiting to move the chains up. No timeout. My mistake. Cards have it first down and 10 from their own 43-yard line. We're inside the 1-minute mark. Mayfield leads at 13-0, jumping on Trigg for 2 first quarter touchdowns. In the wishbone, Hancock deals it off. Jerome Owens, 50, inside the 50 and down to the Trigg County 47-yard line. Jerome Owens running straight ahead was tripped up by Michael Shelton, who came up from his quarterback spot to hit him. Nice gain on the play. In fact, it could be a measure. I thought he might have been a little bit shy, but the official says, let's make sure. And they're going to bring in the chain gang with 24 seconds remaining in the half. We'll be going down on the field at halftime with Gary Gunn's mic and pick up the Mayfield High School band. They'll be performing. It doesn't look like the Trigg band made it tonight. He's got a first down. Really surprised me. Jerome Owens got the first down. Also at halftime, Lanny Lancaster will be on hand with the stats. Ron?
I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see him put this ball up in the air and at least try to get within range of the toe of Kip Powell.
It'll surprise me if they put it up. I don't mind telling you. Inside the 20-second mark. Cards have it. First down and 10 at the Trigg County 47. Kenny Heights split to the left side. We're down to 10 seconds. Hancock. Gentry's right. He drops straight back. He's looking downfield. He fires it. Incomplete. Intended for David Morris down at the 20-yard line, and he was surrounded by 5 men. In fact, Hancock, it looked like made an unwise choice in letting the ball go. His favorite receiver, Robert Watts, has caught 4 touchdown passes this year, was completely covered up. He went to his second choice, David Morris, and really, he may have been throwing it away. 2 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield 13, Trigg County nothing. It's been a fast-played first half. We're only about 10 minutes or so past 8. So it's really been a quickly played first half. All right, the Cards bring it out. Steve Wynn is a slot to the right side. Morris, the fullback, is split out to the left side. And Hancock may go for the home run here. He drops straight back. He's looking downfield. He's wanting to throw. He dumps it off to Jerome Owens at the 50. He's down to the 45, and that's the end of the first half. So the net result is only a 2-yard gain. And the
Inflation Guard from Commercial Union increases your coverage automatically along with the cost of living. In Mayfield, call 247-3416 to find out how Superior homeowners can keep inflation out in the cold and away from your door. McLean Vaughn Sims, growing with your insurance needs.
Here at War Memorial Stadium, we're just about ready with the start of the second half. The captains for each club are meeting in the center of the field. Undoubtedly, Trigg County will receive the second half kickoff, and they just signify that. To recap the scoring in the first half, Mayfield's score was 7:22 remaining in the first quarter when Kip Powell went over from 1 yard out, culminating a 68-yard drive. The big junior fullback then tacked on the extra point. The Cards led 7-0. They scored some less than 2 minutes later when Jerome Owens swept the right side from 14 yards out. Powell's extra point was no good. That touchdown was set up on a fumble recovery after the Redbirds recovered at the Trigg County 29. And we're ready to start the second half. Mayfield 13, Trigg County nothing. To start the second half, Trigg County will be going to the right of your radio dial, Mayfield to the left. The Cards will be kicking into the west end zone, and Bridges and Baker go back as the deep men for Trigg. Powell tees it up. And the Cardinal kickoff team, Sean Reed, Kerry Sherrill, Chris Hawkins, Jamie Dawson, Steve Wynn, Gino Bransford, Michael Moss, Kip Powell, and on the far side of the field looks like Kenny Height. Powell will kick it off. Baker and Bridges are the deep men for Trigg as we're ready for the second 24 minutes of football. There's the whistle. Powell approaches it and boots it high. End it over end. Backs Bridges all the way back to the 1 yard line. 5, 10, 15, up to the 20, and stacked up right there. He's met by a host of red-jerseyed Cardinals and stacked down. He may have gotten just a little bit over the 20-yard line, not much. It looked like making the initial stop with Kenny Height and Gino Bransford, and run a beautiful kickoff, a high kick by Kip Powell.
That was a good kickoff, and it gave the Cardinals time to get out and get some good coverage in because of the height of the kick. Kip Powell, who kicked that ball off, also was in on the tackle over there. A whole host of Cardinal red jerseys. Now let's see if the Birds can hold the Wildcats here on this first offensive threat.
Trigg County has it first down and 10. The official puts the ball at the 22-yard line. Took the quarterback, hands off, and slamming for a couple of yards up to the 25-yard line. It looked like it was number 25. That's Chris Thomas, the fullback. He and Baker were alternating in the first half. Robert Watts, David Morrison to make the stop on the play. It brings up second down and 7 yards to go. The ball is just shy of the 25. We're going to call it second down and 8 from the 24. Checking the defense for Mayfield. Watts and Sherrill are the ends. McReynolds and Ivy are the tackles. Dowdy's the nose man. Owens and Powell are the linebackers. Lawson and Bransford are the corners. Tuke rolls out to the right side, wants to pitch it back, does so to Bush, and there's a loss. Back at the 20-yard line. Nice pursuit by Kenny Height and Gino Bransford as they trailed the trailing back, Bush, who took the pitch out. And a nice pursuit by the Mayfield defense, and they wrapped him up back at the 20-yard line. There's a loss on the play of about 4 yards, and it brings up third down and 12 yards to go for Trigg. The rest of the defensive alignment, Kenny Height is the monster, and David Morris is the free safety. Cats have the ball, third down and 12 from their own 20-yard line. This time lining up an I with Bush, a slot back to the left side. Baker's the deep back out of the I formation. The quick pitch goes to Baker. Baker tried to cut the corner. Sherrill strings him out and makes a stop. Nice defensive move by Kerry Sherrill. He stacked him up at the 21-yard line. And really fine pursuit as Sherrill would not be strung out. He trailed Baker all the way and finally wrapped him up. The official gives him the 22-yard line, which was the original line of scrimmage, and now it's fourth down and 10 yards to go.
It's the kind of pursuit you're going to have to put on Baker. The Cardinals seem to get a lot better outside coverage that time than they had. Sherrill did a good job, and now Trigg County will be punting for the first time in the second half. Bad snap.
Bad snap. snap. He gets off the kick. It's a wobbly kick. No flag down. And it's going to be fumbled. Recovered, it looked like by Mayfield at the 44-yard line. Boy,